I'm sick and tired of these people being like, we need to protect our kids. Seriously. Seriously. If you justify what's happening right now in this regime, these criminals that are being locked up, look inside the camps and tell me what you see. The ones that you can see inside of that is too. What do you see? Tell me what you see. You see moms and their kids all rallied up, yelling for help. Kids writing notes, talking about how they've been held there for months, how they want to harm themselves, how they want to commit suicide. Kids, how they want to commit suicide. But oh, you want to preach about how you want to protect the children, you want to do this, you want to do that, you want to force this on this and this and this and this and this. But then what happens? What happens? When something doesn't align with your perspective, the perspective that you've been fed, the false history that you've been fed of, oh, us whites, we're never the problem. Everything outside is the problem. The browns, the blacks, they're the problem. That's what we white people have always been told by the white straight man. And it is embedded. So now what? You see migrant parents with their kids in concentration camps. And what do you sit there and do? Nothing. You continue to live your life. Oh, the traffic's heavy today. Oh, you want to go to the store today? Oh, the grocery prices are up. You guys are ridiculous. You pick and choose whenever you want. And if it doesn't suit how you live, you need to get rid of it. Even if it doesn't affect you. You guys could literally be on your own planet. Imagine there's no gay people on Earth, right? Nothing like that. Just straight white people. We find out on another planet, right? There's people who like the same gender. That would fucking affect you people. That would cause you people to hate them. You guys don't realize the hate that you spew out is the reality that comes right back at you. That's why nobody likes you, except the same people who think like you, the white supremacists that think like you. Because that's what you are if you support this still. I'm sorry. It's not, oh, stop calling them Nazis. Stop being a Nazi then. It's that simple. If you don't want to be called a Nazi, do not be a Nazi. If you don't want to be called a hypocrite, don't support kids and then turn their backs on those said kids once they're in camps. And just turn a blind eye to them. And just be like, oh no, it's the criminals that we're throwing in there. It's the criminals, yeah. Just listen to our president. The felon, the rapist, the adjudicated rapist. Listen to that guy. Because he's going to fix everything. He's going to put more money in your wallet. More money in your bank account. And that's the only thing you care about. Because God forbid you go on strike. God forbid you do anything that makes you uncomfortable. God forbid it. Because you need to be comfortable 24/7, but you don't care if anybody else is, as long as you are comfortable. That's all that matters. And 77 million people thought this way and went and voted for this white piece of trash instead of a qualified black woman. Literally, think about that. People would rather have seen a black woman picking cotton, a woman who wanted universal health care, taxing the rich, help for small businesses, literally something that helped the people, just like Jesus did. Think about that. I'm not putting her next to Jesus, but she had the same empathy that Jesus taught. And what happened? What did a lot of Christian people do? What did white men do? White straight men, Christian men do? They went, this black qualified woman, right, with all this great stuff on her resume, taxing the rich, helping small businesses, want to help the people, or a white pedophile racist who touches kids and says, brown people are the problem. This is the problem. We're going to build a wall and everything's just going to, boom, the wall is going to make so much money flow into your bank account and you guys are going to be so, oh, our healthcare is going to be, oh, this, that. And you know what you did? You either walked your ass to a voting booth or sat your ass down in a chair and you voted for the man, the racist, pedophile, adjudicated fucking, like, and you guys claim that you care for people. I know I started this off with kids, but now this is just the whole view of it. You claim to care about people, and it's disgusting. It is utterly disgusting. Because the way I look at it, I don't believe in religion, but dude, God gave you this, really. God really gave you all of this. And you're just going to sit here and complain about how other people live their life. You're going to complain about the thing that God gave other people. Go bring it up to him. Go talk to your God. Stop throwing it on to other people. Go talk to the main issue, because the main issue is the free will that God gave to people. So if you hate people for living their life so badly, go pray to your God. Be like, hey, I love this life stuff and everything, but can you take away the free will so people can live exactly like us? Thank you. It should be that simple, right? If your God is who you say you are, it should be that simple. Go pray to him and he will make it like that. If he is truly the way you think you are. You guys are jokes. You guys are all jokes. It's I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. I really don't know what else to say, because whatever I do say, it won't get through your thick skull. It will not get through that thick skull that has just been built up by systemic racism. Because you might not think this is all based on that, but everything that we know and live in today is built by the racist, straight white man, and is working for the straight, racist white man. And once you realize that, if you never do realize that, it's going to bite you in the ass, even if you're a white, straight man, because you're still not part of the team, buddy. You are still not part of the team. I'm not part of the team just because I'm a straight white man. I can act like I'm just part of the team just because I am, and that's what a lot of people do, and act ignorant. But at the end of the day, it's going to bite you in the ass. That's why they stopped with the slave, because they realized that one day these people are going to fucking realize the bullshit that they've been going through, and they're going to turn around and stomp back on them. Because guess what happened? You know what was, there wasn't more millionaires and rich people back then. No, there were more slaves. Yeah, they might have had guns, but at one point, dude, you're going to have enough. I'm telling you right now, you're going to have enough. And those people are going to, that's why they started seeing black and brown people as actual human beings, or pretended to make them feel like that. That's why this is all has happened. Because if it was to the point where there were more rich people, we would still have slavery. We will still be having brown and black people doing our work for us. But no, since there was more of them, they knew they were going to retaliate. I'm telling you, people think our ancestors were stupid. They were really racist, especially the people that started this place. But they weren't stupid. They knew exactly what they were doing, because it's still working to this day, to the point where people are this ignorant, where they want to just lie about history, say, "Oh, we came here for such a better such better living." Really, stop lying to yourself. Learn history. It's all out there in this day and age. It's the easiest way to find information, albeit it's the easiest to be misled. Do your own research. Do your own work. Look at the hypocrisy and the contradictions that us white people go around blaming everything else, all these other things. But in reality, it's just projection. It is literally just projection. Whatever we blame things on is what we have been doing to others since the 1600s. And even before that, because we weren't fucking precious angels before we came here. No, we were slaughtering each other before then. You think we got along? You really think us white? Before then, we didn't even call ourselves white before we came here. Think about that. This whole system was created to suit the white man. You guys need to wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the only thing we can tell you to do, and you will keep ignoring it, unfortunately. But it's like, you guys don't realize you are the exact same people who crucified Jesus. Crucified him because he didn't bend his knee to how they wanted him to live. You guys are the people who crucified Jesus, the people that go to church with all your nice, fancy clothes, praise Jesus, and then sit there and demonize immigrants, demonize gay people, demonize trans people. You're no better than the white people, all the way back then, who would go to church, walk outside, and take pictures with the lynched black people hanging on trees right outside the church, right outside where they were praise and love Jesus and love thy neighbor. And they went outside there, stand next to them like some goddamn Halloween decorations, and took pictures. And this country was built off of Christian values? So admit you hate black people. Admit that you hate everyone but the white straight man. Admit it. If it's based off of Christian values, this is what it's based off of. Because this is what Christianity has been since the start. It's all been mixed and mangled into this bullshit view of racism to help the white man on top. Christianity is a real thing. Jesus taught real things. He was a man who died for you and for me. Whether you believe that or not, whether you believe he's a sun god, whether you believe he's a mushroom, he taught you things. He taught you things that people knew before him, obviously, because that's how us humans work. We learn our knowledge from our past, I would say from our past lives, because we're eternal beings. That's my personal opinion. But we learn things from our past ancestors. That's how we work. Jesus had such a way of speaking this ancient information and ancient wisdom to so many people. That's why he's hailed as king. I think he's king. I don't think he's the king. He is a king, just like the witches were kings or queens. Just like Osiris, the sun god, literally. This same exact, born on December 25th. Three kings were there for his birth. The star in the east made everybody know he was being born. Crucified. Dead for 3 days. Risen back up. You guys need to wake up. Your history is all false and pre-written. Okay? It's not real. It's not real history. This is all everybody sat down in a room. White men sat down in a room and thought about this. And they were smart white men. Right? And I'm not giving them props or anything. Because back then, you know who could only probably get schooling back then? Is the white man. Okay? And not even schooling, because schooling wasn't even a thing. But I'm telling you right now, non-whites did not, I feel bad saying that. I'm not saying non-whites were stupid or anything. These people, our ancestors were smarter than anything we are close to. But the white man has built himself so on top and made himself this way that it's impossible. It is impossible until us white men currently, even though we didn't cause the issue in the first place, because God forbid you need to clean a dish that you didn't make dirty one time or anything. You need to be on your high horse. I didn't do it, so I don't need to fix it or whatever. No, if you really want to be on a high horse, fix issues that you haven't caused. Okay? Don't sit here and be like, oh, you're doing... No. Do the work, just like Jesus did and died for. Don't sit there and go praying around. Don't go around sharing his name. Go do the work. Go die. No, don't go die. Sorry, didn't mean that. Go do the work like Jesus did. And if you really follow Jesus, you'll be willing to die for that work. Let me put it like that. If you really follow Jesus, you will be willing to die just to help your fellow humans. And it's crazy it's crazy that these same people who claim to really live through this man love the fact of a white racist sexual predator in the White House controlling everyone. Would Jesus vote for that? Would Jesus vote for a dude who defends child molesters? Would Jesus defend a dude that doesn't rent to black people? Please answer me this question if you're Christian in the comments below. Do it. Don't insult me, because that's all you guys resort to once you lose an argument, or once you have a point put in front of your face that you cannot answer and you have to hide. You insult and you run. That's all you do. That's all you knew how to do, because that's what the white men have taught you to do. You can't face reality how it is. You cannot do it. It will break you. It will break you. It will break you more than anything in the world, of you facing your reality and being like, wow, this is like, this is 14 minutes long, but I don't know. I really don't know. I can make it, I'm going to keep making these videos because I like looking back and seeing my talking points, because I do want to grow, and I might say things I don't believe in now, but I'm always going to base my beliefs off of basic morals. And if you need a religion, if the whole excuse of religion brings morals, no, religion brings control. You need to follow Jesus, not religion. Okay? Religion is control. Religion is a hobby. You need to actually have faith. And there's no faith without the works. You need to go put in the work, just like Jesus did and died for. But no, you guys all treat it as a joke. It's all a joke to you. And it's actually sad for a person like me who grew up I grew up in a Christian family, never believed in it, made fun of Jesus, made fun of God, but now I still don't believe in this, but I don't go around making fun of this stuff. This stuff is serious. This stuff can bring people peace and love and bliss. But what you guys do, because of the system that we built, the people like me have built in the past, completely distorted it, completely ruined everything, made everything horrible for everyone but except a white straight man. Because if you're a white straight man, and let's say you're just you have so much money, but you happen to, I don't know, like little kids or something, or do something horrible, the chances of you actually having anything done to you is so low. So low. It's so low. But yeah, me saying that if your name sounds black, it actually has less of a chance of you getting a job. You're going to sit here and just be like, what the fuck is this dude saying? Is this dude stupid? Like, this dude really thinks that this stuff really still happens? Like, we had a black president, dude. Go screw yourself. Just because a black person is in Congress or in a political state of power doesn't mean there's no racism. Single accomplishments do not mean anything when you view a group. Because, no, that's not how it works. And 77 million people hated the fact that there was a black person in office. It's that simple. Because how are you going to look at that? And I know Obama is probably not perfect. Yeah, he bombed a hospital or whatever. But if you're going to really choose Trump over that, like, it's just crazy. I don't know what else to say, but like, you guys, you'll never be ashamed of yourselves, even though I tell you should be. You'll never look in a mirror, because whatever you see, you don't like, so you'll look away. Because that's what you see whenever you hear anybody talking about these issues. It's like looking at a mirror and seeing your ugly self in it. You just turn away and walk away. That's what you do. You do not want to hear the facts. You don't want to realize reality. But the problem with that is that reality is always with you. You can be blinded to it. You can create your own little fascination of this world that you live in, of all this, oh, this isn't my issue. This is all other people's problems. I'm perfect because I'm white. Reality is going to hit you in the face. And that reality is when death comes, and when you actually go to meet our Creator, it's not going to be some man in the sky. It's not going to be that at all. You know what I think it's going to be? And I personally believe what's going to happen. Your ass is coming right back here, because God is just love. And if you live like this in this world, this isn't love, and you're not going to God. You're coming right back to hell, which is earth. And it's our job to make heaven on earth. And for as long as we've been here, the further we keep going and advancing, the further and further we go from heaven on earth. Because that's how it used to be. The moment us humans stopped realizing everything is connected, and we are not just a single person living in this body right now, we're all connected, we all have a role together. The moment that happened was the fall of man. That was the Garden of Eden. That was the bite of knowledge. Knowing that that I am singular. That was the moment. That was the bite of the apple. But no, you guys think some man in the sky made a man, pulled his rib out, and then created a woman. It's okay if you really believe that, but as long as you take the teachings of Jesus. But that's not what you believe in. You genuinely believe this, and then you sit there and then demonize. Believe in what you want to believe in, but if you're not a moral human being, I'm going to criticize you. It's that simple, because it's my job to point it out, because it's the people like me who has caused all this to happen. And if I continue to sit around like the people like me have been doing, while women and every other black and brown person, every other race has been doing forever. If we continue to sit around like we have been doing and not open our ears and shout and yell like exactly how they did, nothing's going to change, because we are the people that control it. People think that, oh, yes, we're run by this powerful oligarchy, hidden elite. We are run by that. But people don't need to realize that there's way more of us than them. And once we snap out of that brain rot that they have put us in, the system that they have slotted into your head, and you realize that, hey, people united instead of people against, you can conquer anything. Conquer anything. And I'm telling you right now, I'm willing to die to conquer for the right reasons. Not go conquer land, not go conquer humans. No. I would rather conquer the way of living with nature. The way of loving everything, not just everyone, everything. That's what I want to conquer in. I could care less about money. I could care less about comfortability. As long as people live their life how they want to live and aren't subjugated to needless suffering and violence, because there is suffering and violence in this world. It's always going to be here, but the needless suffering and violence that we, us humans, cause, it's never going to be heaven on earth. And as much a person who doesn't believe in anything of that, wants heaven on earth. But yeah, it's just a quick rant, I guess. Thank you for listening.